Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Aisyah Maisarah binti ZAMRI and my metric number is #2382094. This presentation is part of an assignment for the organizational behavior course. Today, I will be presenting about a topic that plays a key role in every organization, which is the topic is taken from the chapter 7 about communication. Whether we realize it or not, communication happens every moment, during meetings, while writing emails, or even when we smile at our colleagues. Effective communication is one of the most important elements in ensuring that organization runs smoothly and efficiently. Without it, misunderstanding, delays, and conflicts can easily occur. So, in this presentation, I will cover the definition of communication, its types, barrier, importance, and tips to improve it in the workplace. Let's begin by understanding what communication really is. In simple terms, communication is the process of exchanging information, ideas, feelings, or instruction from one person to others. It usually involves a sender, a message, a medium, and a receiver. For example, if a manager gives instruction to an employee through an email, the manager is the sender, the email is the medium, and the employee is the receiver. However, communication is not complete until the message is received and understood. That's why feedback is also a key part of the process. To ensure the message was received correctly, without feedback, we may never know whether our message was truly understood. In an organization, communication takes many forms. We can categorize them into three main types. First, verbal communication. This includes face-to-face conversation, phone calls, or virtual meeting. It is fast and allows immediate feedback. For example, during a team meetings, staff can ask questions directly to their managers. Second, written communication. These include emails, letters, reports, and memos. Written communication is more formal and helps to record information. However, it may lack emotional tone, and sometimes the message can be misinterpreted. Third, non-verbal communication. This includes body language, facial expression, gesture, and even silence. Non-verbal communication can support or contradict the verbal message. For example, saying "I'm okay" with a sad face may send a different message. All these types of communication works together. A good communication knows how to balance all them depends on the situation. Unfortunately, communication is not always smooth. There are many barriers that can block or distort the message. Let me explain some common ones. 1. Language difference. Using complex jargon or unfamiliar terms can confuse the listener. Second, noise and distraction. A noisy environment or a weak internet connection during a video call can make it hard to understand message. Next, cultural difference. In multicultural workplace, body language or tone can mean different things to different people. Assumption and bias. Sometimes people assume the other person already knows or think the same way, which causes misunderstanding. Next, emotional interference. Stress, anger, or anxiety can affect how we send or receive messages. These barriers can happen at any time, so being aware of them help us to be more careful and clear when we communicate. Why is communication so important in the workplace? Let's look at some of the main reasons. First, it improves teamwork. When team members communicate clearly, they can work together better and avoid duplication of tasks. Next, it increases productivity. Clear instruction means less time lost on confusion or redoing tasks. Next, it reduces conflict. Many workplace arguments start from misunderstanding, and good communication can prevent that. Next, it builds trust. When manager and employees communicate openly, it creates a positive work environment. A workplace without effective communication is like a machine with broken parts. It can still function, but not efficiently. Let me share a simple scenario to illustrate. Imagine a manager sends a short email to a staff member. Please fix the report and resend. The employee is confused. What exactly needs to be fixed? The formatting, the data, the language, because the instruction is too vague. The employee resends the report with the same issue. The manager gets frustrated and the employee feels blame. All of this could have been avoided with a clear message like, please check the same figure in section 2 and update the chart before sending the report. As you can see, small change in how we communicate can make a big difference. So, how we can improve our communication at work? Here are some simple and practical tips. First, be clear and specific. Say exactly what you mean. Avoid vague terms. So next, use simple language, especially when writing emails or reports. Next, listen actively. Don't just hear. Pay attention, make eye contact, and avoid interrupting. Next, ask for feedback. Check if the other person understood your message or not. Next, be open-minded. Respect different opinions and cultural background. Next, watch your nonverbal cues. Your tone, posture, and expression also send a message. Improving communication doesn't happen overnight, but with practice, we can all become better communicators. Okay. In conclusion, communication is not just about talking. It's about understanding, listening, and responding. In an organization, it's helped to build strong relationships, reduce misunderstanding, and ensure that everyone is working towards the same goals. Whether you are a manager, an employee, or even an intern, good communication can make your work easier and more meaningful. I hope this presentation has helped you understand the importance of communication and inspire you to communicate more effectively in your daily life. So that's all for me. Thank you for listening.